welcome to another video. As you can tell, I have been joined by Bella today. As usual, she is not very helpful, but I'm just going to have a tail in my face. Anywho, today is my January TBR. How is it nearly January already? I mean, today is Boxing Day and that just blows my mind. But anyway, January TBR. And I am going to bring back Jenny's Jenga. So I haven't played this for the last few months because I've had like other things that I've been reading and kind of like prioritizing. But I am going to try and play it again this month. I have got a stack next to me here of books that I would like to get on my Jenga TBR. There are 6 books. They are all quite heavy fantasy, so that's fun, but I'd like to try and get those ones all on. I'm going to, as usual, just do the 5 pulls on Jenga and see what we get. I am going to change my rules slightly and be kinder to myself. I'm not going to have punishments. I'm not going to basically be tied to this TBR. If it doesn't work for me, if I don't read the books that I pull from my Jenga TBR, it's not going to be the end of the world. There'll be no consequences effectively, but I will still have the kind of rule in place of if the tower falls over. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do if the tower falls over because I just don't. I'm just going to hope I don't knock the tower over, but we'll hopefully not have to come to that one. If I can't fulfill the prompt, so I've got prompts on all of my blocks, they correlate to, well, I've got colours and numbers on my blocks. They all correlate to a prompt and a genre. If I can't complete that prompt in that specified genre, I will just pick any other thing that completes that prompt, but I will add a pull on. So I'm going to start with 5 pulls and hopefully it will stick there. I'm hoping that I can get lots and lots of fantasy coming out of the tower, but we will see. Because I haven't done this for a while, I should probably put up here what my different coloured blocks mean and the different genres that they correlate to. I think I am going to update this slightly because I'm not really reading any YA at all, and I don't read a lot of middle grade. So I've currently got middle grade YA and then I've got like fantasy. I think I might, well, for February, because I'm not doing it now, I can't be bothered, but I might in the future move the middle grade and YA and combine them as like one colour and, I don't know, mix it up slightly. Haven't fully decided, have not thought this through. Let's build up my tower and see what I'm gonna get. Hello, this is not the most flattering of angles, but well, I'll be totally honest, it's the evening and we're just gonna make it work. So tower is here. Again, I'm just gonna run through and remind myself of what the different coloured bricks mean. So if I can get my phone open. Red is middle grade, orange is YA, yellow is fantasy or sci-fi, either adult or YA, that's across any age. Green is crime or thriller, blue is contemporary or romance, purple is non-fiction, historical fiction or classics, basically any of the books that I don't want to read, and pink is any book. If I can't fulfill the prompt in the genre specified, then I have to pull a new brick. So pull number 1, let's start. Oh, I've got a hole going with this one here. Oh, excellent. That is pink 35. So that is any genre. And the prompt is one that I've got an unsure prediction of. Okay, I know what I'm going for. I can do that from my pile of books here. For that, I'm going to go with Red Country by Joe Abercrombie. So I have enjoyed Joe Abercrombie's books that I've read so far, but I'm unsure of this one because it's a Western setting. I don't think I've ever read a Western fantasy, and I don't like a gunslinger fantasy, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. So I might, because, sorry, my cat's just turned on the printer. I might enjoy it because it's Abercrombie. I might not enjoy it because it's a Western setting. So that one is prompt number 1. I've chosen not to actually tidy up the desk that I'm filming on, so I have very little room, which is always a good shout, isn't it? Right, pull number 2. Let's go with this one back here. That is Blue 33. So Blue is a contemporary or a romance. Am I right with that? It is. And that's an award winner. Ooh. That means I'm going to have to go away from like the TBR that I'm wanting to read. Why did I put an award winner and not just like award nomination? I don't know if I have any award winners. Not on my romance shelves anyway. Okay, I'm going to add in an extra pull, and for that one I'm going to put on the TBR. House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Let's bring you in front that way there. This one is technically an award winner. It won the Goodreads Choice Awards when it came out in 2021. So it is an award winner. I mean, it's kind of, I guess, a romance as well, but it's not really fantasy or romance. Not really romance or contemporary, is it? But this one is going to go on the TBR for pull number 2. Pull number 3. Just knocked my tower. I'm going to go with you. I've got all of the side ones today. That one is Orange 44. That is the colour that I don't want because that is YA. That is a YA with a 2-word title. Right. So none of the books that I've actually got in this pile of books that I'm wanting to read this month have got a 2-word title. So I can't put any of them on anyway. Oh, okay. I'm going to go with The Island by C.L. Taylor. This is a YA thriller. It has 2 words, the and island. Synopsis says, it was supposed to be a perfect holiday, a week-long trip for 6 teenage friends on a remote tropical island. But when their guide dies of a stroke, leaving them stranded, the trip of a lifetime turns into a nightmare. Because someone on the island knows each of the group's worst fears, and one by one, they're becoming a reality. It sounds like it is going to be really good. Is this even YA? I think it is, because it's teenage protagonist. Anyway, it does sound like it's going to be really good. I just don't know if this is something that I want to read right now, like in January, but it is going on the TBR. That was number 3. So pull number 4. Let's see what middles. Oh no, let's go with you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Orange 2. That's another YA. And that is a book by a new author. I'm going to do that. I can do that. This is, again, I feel like a bit of a stretch, but I'm going with God Killer by Hannah Kaner. I have never read anything by Hannah Kaner. I believe this is, in fact, her debut. And I believe that this is YA. It might be like, it's Harper Voyager. That means it's probably an adult, isn't it? Oh, okay, not doing that. Let's find another YA from an author that I've not read before. So for pull number 4, I'm going to go with We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I don't think I'm going to realistically read this one this month, but it is very diddy, so chances are, you know, if I can get to it, it's not going to take me too long. Okay, I'm going to need to move my pile of books somewhere else where I'm not getting in the way. Let's go over there. Pull number 5. It's another YA. Orange 16. Clearly my game has decided to like punish me for the fact that I've not played it in 6 months. Oh no. The prompt is a series that I own all of, but I have not started. I do know what I'm going to put on for that. And I do want to read that book. But I don't want to read it in January when I have got still 4 other very big fantasies that I need to get on. But let me get it. Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I want to read this series. This is the last full Shadowhunter series that I have not read. I own all 3 of the books. But the reason I don't want to read this one in January is it is enormous. It is, what? It's nearly 700 pages, which I just don't want to read in January. Right, because I couldn't complete the one which I put in for Crescent City, we're going pull number 6. Let's see what we can get. Ooh, don't go there. Might have to go slightly lower down, but we're gonna go down to the bottom. Okay, Yellow 24. That one I'm happier with. That is a fantasy or sci-fi. And 24 is simple cover. Right, realistically, none of these have got simple covers. Oh no! Absolutely not a simple cover. Not a simple cover. Not a simple cover. Not the most complicated of covers. Do you think I can get away with it and call that a simple cover? It's got quite a lot going on, doesn't it? I'm calling it a simple cover. So it's just got like the tree and another tree and a sunset. That's not simple. I can't call that a simple cover. Oh no! Right. I don't know if I can think of any fantasies with simple covers. What I mean by a simple cover is something which has got just like one thing on it. So like that I would say is a simple cover. It's just got like, you know, one element to it. Fantasies are not exactly well known for their, you know, minimalisticness and simple covers. Oh, what have you got on the cover? Right, I'm going to just go with Girls of Fate and Fury. It's a relatively simple cover. It has just got a face on it. I'll read these properly in a second. So, I'm going to remove the towel and talk to you properly. Okay, so that was, I'd say relatively good, but not really. I got 2 of the books that I have to read in January on my TBR. plus 4 that I don't have to read, so therefore don't really want to read, and I've still got 4 others that I do need to read. So in January I have got a vlog project coming out every single week. I've got my book box battle vlog, which will feature Faybound, because this was my December book. I don't know whether I'm going to read it, so for my book box battle vlogs I'm going to take the book from the most recent Adult Fairy Loot and Illumicrate boxes. I didn't get Illumicrate this month, so it's only this one, and then pull out older books from previous book boxes to get up to 4 books. I'll do a first chapter challenge on those 4 books and read whichever one sounds most intriguing. So hopefully Faybound will sound intriguing to me and I will read it. But it needs to be on the TBR anyway. So I've got an event in the second weekend of January, and for that I need to have read Faybound. Ideally I need to read it earlier, so I'm going to try and read this one over Christmas if I can, but that's I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so if I can't, it will be beginning of January. If I can, brilliant. For that event as well, I also need to read Godkiller. Again, I'd like to try and read this one over Christmas, so if I can do that, brilliant. So these ones are technically on my January TBR, but they might be read sooner than that. I've then got another vlog coming in January, which is my series Wipeout, where I pick a series from my jar of series. These are all ones that I'm either partway through or where I own the full series and I have not started it. And in that week's vlog, I need to read as much of that series as I can. So if the, series gods were being nice to me, one of these 2 series would come out of the pot. So that's Girls of Fate and Fury by Natasha Yang. This is the 3rd book in the Girls of Paper and Fire series. Ideally I'd like to reread books 1 and 2 before getting to this one, but I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to do that, so we'll see. I might if I'm going to read this one, I might read the first chapter, see how I'm feeling, see whether I do need to do a reread or not. But yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up and finish the series. And likewise, Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is the last, I don't even know what series this is. The Dark Artifices. This is the last Cassandra Clare series that I have to read. And I haven't read it yet. I really want to read it. It is, I really enjoy Cassandra Clare's books. Like, they are absolute junk food, but I really like them. So I'm excited to read it. I just need to get around to it. Then, because a very exciting book is coming out at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing reading vlogs for, well, not necessarily reading vlog, but I kind of catch up on everything you need to know for House of Earth and Blood and everything you need to know for House of Sky and Breath. So that means I've got these 2 big chunkers to read in January. Again, if I can read either of them over Christmas, that would be fantastic. But Faybound and Godkiller do need to take priority over these 2, if I'm totally honest. Or, well, this one, realistically, I'm not going to read them both. If I could get this one read over Christmas, that would be great. But if I can't, it's not like I need to prioritise Faybound and Godkiller more because they are for work. This is for fun. Plus, I'm planning on getting these ones out like middle of January, so I have got time to read them. I've read Earth and Blood, I think 2 or 3 times. I've read Sky and Breath at least twice, so I know that I can read them quickly, even though I would not say that either of these are quick reads. Because I've read them before, I know that I can get through them fairly speedily. Yeah, I think I might be able to get this one read before Christmas. This one will be in January. I've then got my wrapped up vlog. So for that, I will be unwrapping a book from my Read the World shelves. Obviously, I don't know what that book's going to be, so that is just kind of like a mystery one. And then I've got my 5-star prediction vlog. So I'm kind of tentatively thinking I could read the Hurricane Wars for my 5-star predictions. I don't know if I will or if I won't. This one is kind of like a tentative maybe won't read it. In terms of book clubs, I needed to read Red Country. This is for the Catch Up Book Club, which is hosted by Becca at Becca and the Books. The live show for this one, I think, will be in the middle of January, be sometime in January. This one is not very long. It's about 450 pages, 452. So I can read this one, but like I was saying, I'm a little bit nervous about this one because it's a Western and I'm not the biggest fan of Westerns. So we'll see whether I get to that one. And then We Were Liars and The Island, very unlikely that I'm going to get to these two. So I'm going to put these three are kind of just over here as an aside. I don't think I'm going to get to them. They are very low in the priorities and most likely will not be read. But these 7 are my kind of priority TBR. And you know, if I say 7 books, that doesn't sound so much, but I mean, I don't even want to add up the page count for this. They are 7 fantasies. And the only one of these ones that I might put on is the Hurricane Wars. These two are very unlikely. Let's do it all. Why not, hey? So this is the 10 book TBR, which I can barely lift. I mean, this is ridiculous. Push that one back on with my boobs. So I'm hoping that, I think there's going to be 3 of these books. So House of Earth and Blood, God Killer and Feybound, I'm going to take home with me over Christmas. If I can read them in that week between Christmas and New Year, that would be amazing. I don't know if it's overly likely, but I will try. And then I've got the rest to fit in around the other vlogs that I'm doing each month. And I am now already kind of thinking, was this a dumb plan? Have I bitten off more than I can chew? Probably. But let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, please do let me know. Like this video, comment down below. Have you read any of the books on this TBR? Am I being overly ambitious, or, you know, is this doable? I'm not convinced this is doable. I don't think I can do it. But let me know your thoughts on the books that I have got here on my TBR. If you like this video, leave me a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!